Hey everybody. Okay, so today I wanted to talk to you really quickly about PD, which is personal development. So we call it PD because who wants to say personal development all the time? But it's so important. And I noticed that some of you in our group weren't really commenting on the PD part. So I just wanted to hop on here really quickly and explain what that is, why we think it's important, and why everyone uses that term PD all the time. So PD is personal development, and personal development can be anything that you see fit for you. So it could be for your kids. I just got done listening to this really great book called The Gifts of Imperfect Parenting. And she also writes this book. I have a pile of books here. She also writes this book, The Gifts of Imperfection, and it's Brene Brown, and she is wonderful. But I'm telling you, this book, it's such a quick read. So you can listen or you can read. If you're like me and lots of other moms, dads included, you don't have time to sit down and read a book. So we listen on audible.com. I'm going to show you on my phone. Audible.com is, if you're a Prime member, it's part of Amazon Prime, which is really awesome. So it's just this little app, and once it pulls up, it'll show you all my books. Okay, so can you see that? This is really terrible lighting. I have good morning light, but it's bright. So there's all my books. So all you do is go online and you choose the books that you want, and they'll do like a buy two, get one free. You get a monthly credit, all that kind of stuff. So it's really fantastic for listening. So I listen once I drop my girls off at school, and on the way home, on the way to get them in carpool. Sometimes when they're not really paying attention to me, I'll continue listening. Sometimes it's good stuff for them to listen to. You never know. So I highly recommend Audible, and lots of coaches and busy moms and on the go, travelers listen to Audible. So that's one really great way. You can also listen to your Kindle, of course, if you have any other kind of audio type situation on your phone or in your car that you can listen to. But that's a really good way to get your PD in. So some of the books that we like our book and then audio also. So I'm a nerd, self-proclaimed, and I like to listen. And then this is the book we're reading right now called 50 Ways to Yay. And I like to highlight. I like a book. I like to hold a book. But I also like to listen to it because I don't always have time to read the book. So I can go through and highlight some things that I want to remember, or quotes that I like, or whatever. So you can always do both if you want. I don't always do that. And the one I just read or listened to is only an audiobook. So back to what I was saying is, you can listen to PD for anything. It can be for business. It can be your faith-based. It could be for children. It could be for your relationship, your marriage, friendships. It can be for just about anything. And I have a stack that I'm going to show you, but then also I will post a link or a list of all the ones that myself and then some of my fellow coaches love that really have touched us in some way or another. And some of them are just audiobooks, but a lot of them are actual books if you like to hold a book. Your Bible, of course, could be your personal development. Anything that fills your mind with goodness, with positive energy, positive thoughts. I know that all of you have been seeing the Daring Dailies that we post on here, and those are personal development. So listen while you're in the shower. Listen while you're cooking dinner. If your kids are busy or doing other things, or your husband's here and you have some time to put some headphones on, or whatever the case may be. But it doesn't have to be a long, drawn-out thing. It could be 10 or 15 minutes here, 10 or 15 minutes there. That's most of the time how I get mine in. I'm working on waking up earlier, and it's not working right now because I go to bed so late that I'm really tired. So I get up right before my girls get up, throw some clothes on, and try to look presentable for carpool. Not that anyone cares. But I listen when I'm on my way home. Once they're out of the car and we're done chit-chatting, then I listen on the way home. So that's about a 10 or 15 minute drive. And then on the way to get them, same thing. So once I drop them off at gymnastics, I have time by myself. Anytime I have time by myself, I try to listen. So it's just little nuggets here and there, but it's kind of nice because then I get it all day long. It's not one big dose in the morning or one big dose in the afternoon. It's just constantly filling my mind with goodness. And it has taught me how to be a better, more patient parent. It has taught me things that my husband and I need to work on. It's taught me things about my business, about being a leader or working towards being a leader, being a really good influence to others, because that's my goal in life, is to be a good influence to anyone who comes in contact. So I'm going to share with you a couple books that I just kind of pulled off my shelf. As you can see, my shelf is full of all kinds of books. And then these are all magazines. That's not just trash. It's all magazines full of good stuff. It's usually health magazines. It's self magazines. It's all kinds of stuff that I have saved articles out of that I love. And I have them in a binder. I have yet to go through that stack, but I have them in a binder so that I can reference them. I love pen and paper, and I love quotes. And so I will get to read all those books one day, but for now, I'm listening to a lot of them. So right now, in our other challenge group, our Rock Your Life challenge group, we're listening to 50 Ways to Yay. Let me tell you why I love this book. This book is fantastic because each day is a chapter. So this was day 8. It's really hard to see this, but this was day 8, and literally it is one page, but every day is like this little tiny piece of the puzzle. So when you get to your 50th day, it has touched on every area of your life and had you kind of dig into things from your past, things present, things you could do differently. But it's so encouraging. It's not negative. It's really, really, really great. And then it has like little assignments that you write down. And like I said, I'm pen and paper. So I like to write, different things down. So that's one of them. The other one is The Go-Giver. And so this is just about being a really, it's about business, but it's also about being just how to give back. I have yet to read this one, but I have heard lots about it from lots of people in our organization, and it's fantastic. The Happiness Project is fantastic. I didn't read all of it. I did listen to it. Once again, I'm not very good with sitting down and reading, typically because I fall asleep. So this one is fantastic too. Again, it touches on every area of your life, and it's kind of like this 30-day get through the junk of your life to get you to a happier you, and how to find happiness in every aspect of your life, not just the things that are going good, but how to look at something negative and turn it into a positive. So I highly recommend this book. I love it, love it, love it. His Needs, Her Needs. Okay, let me tell you, this will be one of the ones that I read. This was recommended from a really good friend of mine, and I think that every husband and wife should read it. My husband and I have yet to read it, but we will. But it just basically explains the husband's needs and the wife's needs, and then you kind of see their perspective of things so that you can have a healthier, happier marriage. You may have a great marriage right now, but you can always improve upon it. And then The Gifts of Imperfection I showed you. I am hooked on Brene Brown. I just think she's fantastic. She's a great speaker. She tells a lot of stories. I am a very creative mind, and so I like someone to paint a picture for me, and she does. She's really, really great at that. So YouTube is another resource. She has a great channel. Darren Daly has a great channel. Darren Hardy is his name, and he is a great mentor. And again, just those little bitty nuggets. The Miracle Morning is a great one if you're trying to organize your morning. Like some people, I will get there. I am a morning person. I'm proclaiming it to all of you. I will get there. Let me think. There's lots of internet resources. It doesn't have to be just a book. It could be the library. You can download stuff from the library. So all of that to say, personal development is very, very important. Not only for you to fill your mind, but it also reflects in so many different areas of your life. And so if there's something that you're needing to work on, go find you a book. You Are a Badass is a really great, empowering book. Excuse the language, but it is such a great book. It's just one of those that you listen to that book and you're like, ugh, I can take on the world now. Like, I have got this. No matter what area of your life, I've got it. I like books like that. I like books that kind of pump you up. The 10X Rule, everything that Grant Cardone does, whether you're a business person, whether you're trying to be a business person, whether you're in school, out of school, just a mom who does the daily mom life, which, don't get me wrong, is the most important job ever. But it just, Grant Cardone empowers you in every single way. So that's my little tidbit. That's just my little spiel about PD. And I wanted to explain a little bit of it to you and why we ask almost every day, what was your PD takeaway? Because we want you to be filling your mind and filling your soul. That's the part of this group. That's the greatest thing, is not only the encouragement from everyone around you, but the encouragement that you're getting outside of that you can improve upon yourself. I did a video yesterday and I said, there's always going to be someone better, but that doesn't mean you don't continue to strive to be the best you. That was a lot to say. And so that is my point, is that you can always be a better you. You can always work on being a better you, and personal development is the way to do it. So I hope y'all have a fantastic day. I love all of you being in this group. I want to give you a great, great, great big hug because you're showing up every day. You're working hard. You're sharing your struggles. We all have them. And so I love that we can love on you and encourage you and help you get to a goal in this journey, because you're going to do it. I have no doubt. When this 21 days ends, or this 30 days or 50, 60 days, whatever you're doing, you're going to just keep going. So anyway, I'm super proud of everyone. We're only a couple days into this, but I know that this 21 days is going to be fantastic. So I hope y'all have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.